Have you ever sat back and wondered, how many good years do I really have left? Not in a fearful way, but with curiosity. Because deep down, we all want to know what's actually influencing how long we'll live, especially after 70. Is it just genetics? Luck? Or are there signs, clues, that tell us something about our future? If you're over 70, or even getting close, this isn't just about how many candles you'll blow out on your next birthday. It's about how you feel while you're living, how strong you are, how clear your mind is, and how much joy and independence you can hold onto each day. Longevity isn't just about adding years to life. It's about adding life to your years. So today, we're going to talk, heart to heart, about 10 powerful, scientifically backed signs that can predict how long you'll live after 70. Some of these might surprise you. Some might already be part of your life, and others might be little wake-up calls. But each one can give you insight and, more importantly, control. Let's get right into the first one, and I want you to think honestly as you hear it. Does this apply to you? The first sign is your walking speed. Now, I'm not talking about running a marathon or speed walking in the park. I'm talking about your normal, everyday pace. When you get up to answer the door or walk to the kitchen, how fast do your feet move? Studies have shown that seniors who walk faster tend to live longer. And no, this isn't about being in a rush. It's about what your walking speed says about your muscle health, balance, and even brain function. If your walking pace has slowed significantly in recent years, it could be your body's way of telling you something's off. But here's the good news, you can improve it. Try walking just a little more each day. Focus on lifting your feet and standing tall. Practice walking with intention, even if it's just from a living room to the front door. Your legs are like engines. Keep them running, and they'll keep you moving forward longer. Now, let's shift to something just as important, but often overlooked, your grip strength. Yes, your hands. Think about the last time you opened a jar, carried a bag of groceries, or shook someone's hand. Was it easy? Or did you feel weak, maybe even a bit embarrassed by how much effort it took? It might seem like a small detail, but grip strength is actually a powerful indicator of overall vitality. Researchers have found that people over 70 with weaker grip strength tend to have higher risks of illness and even earlier death. That's because grip strength reflects the health of your muscles, nervous system, and even your heart. You don't need fancy gym equipment to work on this. Just try squeezing a softball a few times a day. Practice holding a towel and twisting it like you're wringing out water. Do simple tasks that challenge your hands, like gardening or even kneading dough. These small acts build strength, and strength builds life. So we've talked about walking and grip, but what about something even more subtle? Something you might not notice until it really starts to affect your day. And that's your sense of purpose. Think about this. When you wake up in the morning, do you feel excited about anything? Do you have something, big or small, that gives your day meaning? It doesn't have to be saving the world. It could be your grandkids, your garden, a book you're writing, volunteering, even a puzzle waiting to be finished. Scientists have actually found that seniors with a strong sense of purpose live longer, with fewer health problems and even sharper minds. Your brain and body work better when you have a reason to keep going. So ask yourself, what lights you up these days? And if you're not sure, it's never too late to explore. Take a class. Call someone you haven't spoken to in years. Start a new tradition. When you have something to look forward to, your whole body responds with more life. Now let's talk about something you may have noticed more lately, how easily you get tired. I don't mean after a long day of cleaning or walking around. I mean general fatigue, waking up tired, feeling drained by midday, needing to sit down after a short task. This could be a major sign. When your energy is fading without a clear reason, it may point to issues with your heart, lungs, or nutrition. But here's where things get interesting. Studies show that consistent energy throughout the day, even in older age, is linked to longer life. Your vitality, how alive you feel, matters. What can help? First, check in on your sleep. Are you sleeping deeply and consistently? Second, look at what you're eating. Are you giving your body enough fuel, especially proteins, healthy fats, and fresh fruits and vegetables? Third, move your body. A short walk or stretch in the morning can actually increase your energy for the rest of the day. And finally, let's talk about your social circle. I know this one gets complicated after 70. People move, friends pass away, family members get busy. But loneliness, true isolation, isn't just a sad feeling. It's dangerous. In fact, chronic loneliness has been shown to be as harmful as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Your relationships matter. They protect your brain, your heart, and your emotional well-being. Even a simple conversation with a neighbor or a weekly phone call with a friend can act like medicine for your soul. If you've been feeling disconnected lately, take that first step. Reach out to someone. Start small. People want to connect more than you think. They might just be waiting for someone like you to reach out first. And that brings us to something deeply powerful: your ability to bounce back from a setback. Think about the last time you got sick, had a fall, or went through a rough patch emotionally. How long did it take you to feel like yourself again? That recovery time, believe it or not, is a strong predictor of how well your body is aging and how long you might live beyond 70. Researchers call it resilience. And no, it's not just about attitude. Though a positive mindset helps, it's also about how your body physically responds to stress. If a minor illness knocks you off your feet for weeks, it could be a sign that your internal systems are slowing down. But if you're able to recover steadily, it means your immune system, your strength, and your spirit are still fighting strong. Here's something to remember. Resilience is like a muscle. The more you practice it, the stronger it gets. So when life hits you with something unexpected, and it will, don't rush, but don't give up either. Do what you can each day to rebuild your strength. Rest when you need to, but always stand up again. Your ability to recover is one of your body's clearest signals of life force. Now let's talk about something you do every single day, but may not think much about: your appetite. Yes, your interest in food, the joy of eating, the pleasure of flavor. As we age, it's normal for our appetite to shift, but a sudden or gradual loss of interest in food can actually be a warning sign. Our bodies need proper fuel, especially as we get older. If you're eating less and less, not because you're choosing to, but because you're simply not hungry, it could be your body slowing down in ways that aren't healthy. In fact, poor appetite in older adults is linked to muscle loss, weakened immunity, and increased risk of early mortality. But there's more to appetite than just calories. It's also about your senses. Can you still smell and taste your food? Are meals still something you look forward to? If not, it might be time to talk to a doctor or even just change things up in your routine. Try sitting down with someone else to eat, adding more flavor to your meals, or preparing dishes you used to love. Eating well isn't just about survival. It's one of life's greatest pleasures. Don't let it fade without a fight. And now, we come to a sign that often hides in plain sight: your balance. Picture this: you're getting dressed and standing on one foot to put on a sock. Is it easy? Or do you find yourself wobbling, reaching for a wall or a chair? That tiny moment says a lot more than you might think. Balance is one of the most sensitive indicators of health in older adults. It tells us about your muscle strength, your coordination, even your brain's communication with your body. Poor balance isn't just inconvenient, it's dangerous. Falls are one of the leading causes of injury and loss of independence after 70. But good balance? It's a sign of control, agility, and strong neuromuscular health. Luckily, this is something you can work on. Try standing on one foot for a few seconds each day while holding a sturdy chair or a countertop nearby, just in case. Practice rising from a chair without using your hands. Or look into gentle exercises like Tai Chi or yoga for seniors. They're powerful tools for improving stability without strain. Don't wait until a fall happens to pay attention to your balance. Notice it now, and you can protect your freedom for years to come. Now, let's talk about something that affects every part of your body, yet so many people overlook it: your breathing. Take a moment right now. Inhale deeply through your nose, hold it, and exhale slowly. How did that feel? Easy? Tight? Shallow? Your lung function is a powerful indicator of how well your body is aging. If you find yourself getting winded after light activity, or even while talking or walking, it might mean your lungs aren't working as efficiently as they used to. And science backs this up. Lower lung capacity is linked with shorter lifespan, especially as we age past 70. But here's the empowering part. You don't need to become a marathon runner to support your lungs. Start by focusing on your posture. Standing or sitting up straight give your lungs more room to expand. Practice deep breathing a few times a day. Go for short walks, even just around the house, and build up gradually. If you smoke or used to, consider speaking with your doctor about lung health screenings. Your breath is your life force. Keep it flowing. Lastly for today, let's turn to something beautifully simple, but often forgotten in the noise of daily life. Your mood. Yes, your emotional state. Are you generally hopeful? Do you find things to smile about, even when life gets hard? Or do you find yourself feeling low, disconnected, or anxious without really knowing why? Studies have consistently shown that seniors who feel optimistic, calm, and emotionally connected tend to live longer. Not just because their minds are happier, but because their bodies are healthier. Positive emotions reduce inflammation, improve heart function, and even strengthen the immune system. So ask yourself, how do I feel most days? And if the answer isn't what you hoped, don't beat yourself up. You're not alone. Talk to someone. Write in a journal. Find small joys. Music, nature, prayer, whatever feeds your soul. Even laughing more often can help. Your emotional health is not a luxury. It's a pillar of long life. And when it comes to emotional health, one thing that makes a profound difference is staying connected to others. Loneliness doesn't just weigh on the heart. It literally affects how long and how well we live. In fact, research shows that chronic loneliness can be as harmful to your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. That's not just a figure of speech, it's science. But here's the good news. Meaningful connection doesn't have to mean a big social life or being surrounded by people all the time. It's about quality, not quantity. Maybe it's a regular phone call with a grandchild, a weekly walk with a friend, or simply chatting with a neighbor while watering the plants. Even connecting with a pet or a faith group can fill that vital emotional space. If you've lost people close to you or your social circle has shrunk over the years, don't feel discouraged. It's never too late to make new connections. Join a local community group, a book club, or even take a class just for fun. The effort may feel awkward at first, but the reward is a longer, healthier, and happier life. Your heart, both emotionally and physically, needs connection. And speaking of the heart, let's look at something a little less obvious but incredibly telling. Your walking speed. You might not think twice about how fast you move across the room or down the street, but researchers have. In fact, walking speed has been called a vital sign in older adults, just like blood pressure or heart rate. Here's why. When your walking pace slows significantly, it may be a sign that multiple systems in your body, like your heart, lungs, muscles, and even your brain, aren't working in sync the way they used to. On the flip side, if you're able to walk at a steady, comfortable pace without tiring quickly, it's a strong indicator that your internal systems are still going strong. Try this. Next time you go for a walk, pay attention to your stride. Can you maintain a brisk pace for a few minutes without getting winded? Do your legs feel strong beneath you? If not, no need to worry, but it might be a signal to gently increase your movement each day. Short walks, light stretching, and just staying active in your own space can slowly bring your strength back. Remember, motion is medicine, especially after 70. Now, let's look at a sign that's almost invisible, but might be hiding in plain sight. Your grip strength. That's right. How firmly you can hold something, whether it's a jar, a doorknob, or someone's hand. It might sound simple, but studies have shown that grip strength is one of the most reliable predictors of overall health in older adults. Why? Because it reflects more than just your hand muscles. A weak grip can indicate lower muscle mass throughout your body, poorer cardiovascular health, and even a higher risk of illness. But a strong grip? That says your body still has vitality, strength, and energy reserves. You don't need fancy equipment to improve it. Squeeze a soft stress ball while you're watching TV, open jars without assistance, or try simple hand exercises. And when someone reaches out to shake your hand, return that grip with quiet confidence. It's not just a handshake, it's a message, I'm still strong. And finally, we arrive at perhaps the most surprising sign of longevity, and one of the most beautiful. having a sense of purpose. Whether you're 70 or 90, having a reason to get out of bed in the morning can have a bigger impact on your health than almost anything else. It doesn't have to be something grand or world-changing. Maybe your purpose is tending to your garden, helping a neighbor, teaching a skill, or simply being the one in your family who shares the stories and keeps the memories alive. Purpose gives your days structure, meaning, and joy, and your body responds. It boosts your immune system, lowers your stress levels, and gives you the motivation to stay active, engaged, and hopeful. If you're not sure what your purpose is right now, that's okay. It can change with time. Start by asking yourself, what gives me joy? What do I still want to offer the world? You have wisdom, experience, and a perspective that younger generations need. Don't underestimate the value of simply being present, listening, and sharing your life's journey. So now, let's take a moment to reflect. We've talked about signs that go far beyond what's written in a medical chart. How you walk, how you laugh, how you connect, how you bounce back. These little things, your appetite, your mood, your breath, your balance, they're all part of a larger picture. And that picture tells the story of how you're aging and how many more vibrant years you may have ahead. But don't forget, these aren't just signs to observe. They're invitations to act. If one or more of these areas feels a little off, don't worry. It's not too late. The beauty of the human body and spirit is that it can heal, grow, and thrive, even in your 70s, 80s, or 90s. Small choices matter. Tiny habits add up. You're not stuck where you are. You're still becoming. So today, take a walk. Call a friend. Breathe deeply. Eat a meal that brings you joy. Laugh out loud. Find one thing to look forward to tomorrow. Because every step, every smile, every moment of care adds not just years to your life, but life to your years. And if this video inspired you, I'd love for you to share your thoughts in the comments. Tell me, which of these signs surprised you? Which one are you going to focus on this week? And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more insights that help you stay strong, joyful, and full of life. Here's to living your best years, because they're not behind you. They're still unfolding.